Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. It's Sunday, so we're back at it again. And today's video we're drawing Metal Knuckles from Sonic R. I believe that was the first, maybe the only game he's ever showed up in. But pretty cool, like Metal Sonic version of Knuckles. So yeah, we're going to be drawing him today. And this video was requested by Francis Edwards. Thank you so much for the request. And, yeah, not much else to say. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That always helps me out, like saying that before the video starts. But other than that, let's get our pencils ready, and let's jump in. Alright, guys, so to start off drawing Metal Knuckles here, what we're going to do is break them down into a couple shapes. So we're going to start up here and draw a nice, kind of big oval. Like this. This is going to be like where his head's at. He's going to have a body right about here, but we're not going to see a lot of the body because his arm is going to be right about here and kind of like cover up the whole thing. And then he's going to have a line going down here into like a foot, and then another foot going over here like that. And then that's honestly pretty good for the gesture that we need. And then his head's going to kind of go off, and then his quills or whatever these equivalent are just going to kind of be here like that. But this is pretty much good for the gesture. So what I'm actually going to start off with doing is his arm, and we're going to kind of like build the rest of him off of that. So I'm going to zoom in here, and we're going to start kind of like right here. There's a pretty good spot for it. It's kind of like the main focus of the picture too. So what you want to do is lightly draw in this kind of like three-dimensional kind of rectangle box type shape here like this. So I'll go down, across, and then up like that. So you kind of want to gesture in something like that. And then once we got that in, we're going to start right about here, and now we're going to kind of darken these lines. So we're going to start right here, and you don't want this like corner. So what you're going to do is just start and just draw a nice dark line like that, and then we're going to go up here, and then we're going to go across and then down like that, and then we'll go down here, and we're going to stop right here because we're going to get like his claws in here. But before we do that, we could draw in this line going down here like this. So that line's good, and then it's going to go down like that, and then across right here. And now before we get in the claws, we'll draw in this kind of like circle, oval thing he has here. So what you're going to do is draw a nice big oval shape, like that. And then you're going to draw a nice curved line right here to give it a little bit of depth. And then here we're going to draw in his claws. And the way I like doing it is I start out with a long line going out here like this, and then another one kind of going out like so. And then off these claws, what you're going to do is get like a triangle that goes off here like at the edge here like that. And then it's going to go up and then down. And honestly, we can make them a little bit longer. Just a tad. Something like that's good. So that's pretty good for that one claw. And we can darken in this as well. Like so. And then the second claw is going to kind of overlap it. So it's going to go out about there. And then we're going to get that triangle shape here. And then it's going to go up to about there, and then down to about there. And then here, this line's going to go down like this, and then we'll just connect this line in like that. And that's pretty much it for his claw that we need. So now we could actually start going into his face here. And this oval is a pretty good starting point. What I like doing is drawing a nice little circle right here to start off like his muzzle area. And then from this circle, what we're going to do is just draw a nice little curve line that curves down and over like this, and it's going to curve in like that. And you don't have to worry about this because it's going to get covered up by this like spike here. But now that we got that, like this shape in, we can draw in his eye, which his eye just kind of, if you want to, kind of starts like right here and just curves up like that and kind of gets to like a point. And then here it's going to curve down and over like this. And now, I'll zoom in a little bit. And then for his eye, it's just this big kind of oval. And he's looking like forward like this, so it'd be an oval like that. And then right in the middle, you're going to get a slightly smaller oval like so. And you could shade this in like so. And very similar to Metal Sonic, all of this part of his eye would be shaded in black as well. So I'll just do like a little quick shade so just to kind of give the idea like that. And then for his nose, it's basically just this little spike that goes out like so. And then we're going to start really close to like this line, but not exactly touching it. And then we're just going to go up. And now I'll zoom out a little bit. And now, and I'll turn the paper here. And basically what you want to do is you want to follow like kind of the curve of this oval up until you get to about here. Like that. Because now we're going to go into like the spikes or his dreadlocks or whatever you want to call them. So to do that, so we'll stop right about here. So kind of like right at like this line. So now what we're going to do is draw in his, I guess quills, dreadlocks, I don't even know what you call them. But basically this one's fairly easy. We're going to start right here, kind of like almost on the edge of this line. And we're just going to draw a line going straight down like this. And then we're going to draw another one, kind of going up like that, like so. And then we're going to stop kind of like right about here, kind of like at the tip of this, of his eye here. And then we're going to go, I'm going to gesture these in. So I'm going to draw it light. We're going to go over like this, and then it's going to curve down, and then go across, and then up. And then for these, you want to keep them very square, kind of like very rectangle-y, like that. This one's going to go over, and then down like this. And then we'll have another one that goes up to about there, and then down, and then over, and then in like that. And then we're going to get kind of like the curve line for his head right there. And then we're going to get one in the end here. It's going to go down, and then over, and then across. And then it's kind of going to go in, and then up again, like that. And that's pretty much good for the gesture that we need. So I'm darkening these. Actually, I can make this one a little bit longer. Something like that's good. Alright, and that's pretty much good for the gesture. Again, you want to keep them very like, you basically want to draw like a series of like rectangles really. So like this is like a rectangle, that's a rectangle, this is like a rectangle that goes in, and that's another one. That's kind of the idea you want to keep with this. So now that we got that done, what I can do is darken in this one right here. Like so. And then on this kind of like curve that we have here, you're just going to draw a nice dark line. It's not going to touch the edges. You want a little bit of space in between. But a nice dark line like that. And then here what we're going to do, actually I kind of did it right here, is we're going to give like a little line going down here because he has like a little highlight, a little white highlight on the edges of these. And then we'll get the same thing here. I could darken in this one, like so. Darken in this one, kind of fix the shape a little bit, make it a little bit straighter than what I had. But again, we're going to get that little highlight right here. And that little curve line there, like that. And then this one we're going to wait because he has like a jet booster that kind of like goes around here. So I guess we could draw that in next. So I'll zoom in a little bit. So it's not really that hard. What you want to do is draw basically this nice kind of oval right here. And then off that oval, what we're going to do is draw two lines that go into basically where his claw is. Like that. And then on the inside, what we're going to do is draw a nice, slightly smaller oval like so. Right there. And now here, we're going to get a nice little curve line where his body is. And then it's going to go down and then over like that. Very simple. And now we could darken in this one too. That, get that little curve line there. And we'll make this one, add like a little rectangle on the bottom here. A little highlight like that. And I'll erase the overlap here too, just to make it a little bit clearer, because we're getting a little messy. Which is alright, because again, when you draw, as long as you keep the guidelines really light when you're kind of like mapping out shapes and stuff, when you erase, it should look fairly okay. So we're going to get that curve line for the oval, and then a nice little circle in there, and I'll just darken in this, darken in that, and we should be good. So that's all good. Now, I think the next big part, and I could darken in kind of this shape too. Kind of erase that as well. Alright, now we're looking good. Alright, so now we could just jump into his feet here. His feet are a little complicated, nothing too bad, honestly. So basically what it is you're going to get two kind of parallel lines going down like this. And then we're going to get like this little kind of like square shape. Very rounded kind of square like that. And then off that square we're going to get a nice kind of circle. It's not going to touch it, but it's going to be right about there. And then from that circle we're going to get a shape that looks something like this. Kind of hard to explain, but it looks something like that. And this is pretty much good for the gesture. So now that we have the circle here, we can actually darken this in. This is actually a good shape. So I'm going to darken this in. And then we're going to draw a slightly smaller circle on the inside like this. And then one more slightly smaller on the inside of that one. So you get a shape that looks like that. And then here what we're going to do is draw two parallel lines going about here, like right off the circle. And then you're going to draw a nice little bump right here that goes on the outside. And on the inside here, what we're going to do is just darken in this shape that we have right here, like so. And at the edge of this shape, we're going to draw a line going up and then just hugging it. So you should get kind of like this little curve line that hugs that one. And then same thing here, it's just going to go up and then curve into that. And if you were to like connect these lines, they'd like connect through the circle, but you won't draw that in. So now that we got that down, we could finish off the shoe shape. So here what you're going to want to do is just draw a line going up, like a very straight line going up. Then it's going to curve over and then curve into there like that. And then you're going to get a curve line going up here and one that's kind of like right at the edge of the circle here, like that. And now for the shoe shape, or this part here, what we're going to do is start right here, draw it curving a line, kind of has a very slight dip going in. And it's going to go over and then just kind of straighten out right about there like that. And then right here you get a little curve line just to show the like bottom of it. And then we can darken in this line like that and that line like that. And there we go. We got his first leg done. And now the second leg is slightly easier. It's pretty much the exact same shape and deal that we did with this one, but it gets covered up a lot. So basically we're going to have a line going out here like this, go here, and then we're going to get our little like rectangle or square right there. So I'm going to draw two parallel lines going off like so. Then we're going to get like the nice little curve line that goes down. I'm going to keep this light because we're going to draw on the shoe first, but it'll be something like that. And then again we draw in that circle. It's going to overlap this shoe a little bit, but that's fine. And then we're going to draw that like bottom of the shoe shape here like this. And now we could go on from there. So I'm going to darken in the part of the circle that we see here. And then I'm going to draw that smaller circle in here, like so. And then a slightly smaller circle in that one, like that. Draw those two lines going across like so with the little bump going out. Darken in this line, darken in these lines right here. Then we're going to get that line that goes off here and that kind of like a little rectangle shape. See a little bit over here like that. and another line going up like so. And then here we're just going to get that kind of shoe shape, so it's just going to turn in like so. And then we'll get that little curve line that's like right here, right there. And then now we can kind of just refine this shape a little bit. Curve it in and over. And that's pretty much it for that foot. And last thing we need to do here is just draw in the little bit of the claw we see here. So basically what you want to do here, it's actually very easy. We're basically going to draw a line going out here, kind of curving down, then go in, so you get kind of like this little rectangle. And then it's going to go down like that. And then here what we're going to do is just get a line going out here. And then it's going to kind of make like a triangle like this. So you get like a little triangle going off. And then it goes, just connects into there like that. And then kind of the same thing on this side. We're just going to get a line going out, another line going out, form like a triangle, and then do another line like so. And then you just darken it in. And there you have it. That's how you draw Metal Knuckles. And it's kind of like iconic pose. I think this might be, this was, I can't talk. This was like the 3D render that they made. It's kind of cool, and it's fairly easy to draw, mainly because like his hand covers up a lot of his body. So once you got like this shape in, it's kind of easy to kind of draw around it. I think the hardest part is actually doing his like legs, because they don't really bend, so they kind of look unnatural, but it's because he like hovers with like this thing, so his feet really don't even touch the ground most of the time. I think he just kind of like hovers. I think that's how he does it in Sonic R. But yeah, so this is basically a lot of like rectangle shapes, especially for like the hands and the quills or dreadlocks that he has. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the sketch that we did. I will put it up here. I will take the ink version I did beforehand and put that up there as well. And you can see both of them right there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you again, Francis Edwards, for the request. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have requests, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I'll take your name and what you requested. And then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, hopefully your request comes up. It's kind of random. It's kind of what I feel like doing that day. So there's really no time frame. But I do take your requests and I do put them on my list. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. All that stuff helps me out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.